What's my biggest hurdle in order to maintain my growth mindset? Okay. And I can tell you, focus. And the reason I say that is as you grow into the business, I have quite a few things I have to divide my time with family, personal time, more than one business. So it's my ability to concentrate and prevent my energy from dispersing. So for me, one of the greatest obstacles is to preserve my emotional balance and focus. So at any given time, whatever it is, the area that I'm employing my attention to, that I remain focused 100% instead of being pulled apart by all the different aspects of my life. This is a good question. If I was to use one mount Scape, what would that be? I can tell you mount Scape, depending what you're doing or how you're doing it, it's kind of like ducking the bullets. In a jiu-jitsu situation, you're dealing against people that want to choke you or get your joints, armbar you. In a real street scenario, you're dealing with punches and slaps and ground and pound against you. So I like the swim upa Scape, which takes care of controlling my partner's balance. So once he lacks balance, he lacks power, and trapping and rolling him over, which I can transition into a dominant position and be less susceptible and vulnerable. Okay, so what's my recovery strategy after a session? Okay, there are three elements there. Electrolyte hydration, number one. Secondly, I try to stretch while I'm still warm. And thirdly, I use a lot of breathing exercises that hyperventilate my lungs and creates a higher supply of oxygen. So those three right there take care of the post-training right off the bat. And then, of course, once I leave and I go home, I try to have a good meal. I'm doing the carnivore diet, so for me, I like warm stuff. Sometimes stew, with a steak, I can have salmon, a light meal, and enjoy a good movie with my family. If I was to cause a bigger impact on someone, what aspect I would emphasize? Training, competition, the youth, the older seniors, whatever. So I think everything has a stage, and you have to provide a product and a service that fits everyone from A to 80, okay? So the younger ones, I think, is self-confidence and discipline, the most important, okay? For the young teens, I think competition is of great value because it gives them also ability to test themselves and build their self-confidence to another level. And I think longevity through a healthy lifestyle is the element that I would focus as well, giving them not just knowledge on the mat in regards to what to do technique-wise, but off the mat based on my experience and knowledge. What are the recommendations that I'll give them to make sure that they ensure they're going to always be ready to be optimal to whatever focus they have in their training. What is the best coffee to drink while training? Okay, I'm kind of biased. I have an espresso machine. Literally, the quality is of a barista level, you know what I'm saying? And it's easy to do. They come in pods. You have all kind of different tweaks. I like Colombian dark roast. I like Brazilian dark roast, Ethiopian. You have a lot of cool flavors that mixed up with chocolate fudge and caramel and hazelnut. I like the plain ones. And I would think that you shouldn't drink coffee after 2 o'clock. If you're going to get your coffee, get your morning coffee and no later than lunchtime. But if you need a little spike, do like I do. Get a little Nespresso machine at your office and have a little cup, a little bit of half and half. And I don't like to use sugar. I use stevia. And man, that's all it takes for me to go crazy.